cover that says, "Baby, you could drive my car. I'm not a rock band, but I thought maybe I'd be accepted by the young." Thank you. Anyway, I wanted to do my imitation of Sally Jesse Raphael, and if you don't know who she is, just sit through this part of my set, okay? So she was interviewing, I'll show you. She had these glasses, that's why, okay. Jeffrey Dahmer, welcome to the show. There are people in our audience who have questions about you. Jeffrey, I know you brought us your cookbook. I know you cooked a few young men. Some people are appalled, but Jeffrey, I'll call you Jeff. This isn't going well, so I'll probably stop it. Anyway, I'll say one question that Sally Jesse Raphael asked Jeffrey Dahmer. Why canola oil? Why not olive oil, Jeff? Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, I wanted to tell you what happened the day, I'll tell you what happened. I was in college, it was May 1971. I was going to graduate in June 1971, and I got a phone call from the New York City Board of Education. How would you like to come and substitute teach tomorrow at PS 160 in Manhattan? And I said, I don't have a degree and I don't have a license. And they said, we'll give you $40. And I said, I'll be there. I hadn't graduated yet. So that night I did what I did every night. Sorry, Ruth. I went to a hippie party where we sat on the floor and smoked pot. And this guy, whose house it was, Jimmy Drum, said, Helaine, try this Quaalude. This was before Bill Cosby that we knew about it. And I didn't want to act like I wasn't cool, but I didn't want to take the Quaalude because I was starting my career in a few hours, right? So I opened my Midol jar. Fellas, I'll tell you what Midol is later. Ladies know what it is. And I opened my Midol jar and I put the Quaalude on top of the cotton ball so I wouldn't forget it. And I went to PS 160 the next day. These children were 6 years old and I couldn't control them. I hadn't learned how to teach yet, even though I was graduating in a month. So there was a boy breaking the sharpener, and I had all the textbooks was stacked up because we used to have books in school, sir. Books, yes, actual books. And I couldn't wait till lunchtime. I managed to wait till lunchtime, but they weren't listening to me. And after lunch, what do you think happened, ladies? I got cramps, and I reached for my Midol. Fellas, now you know what Midol is. It's for cramps. So I opened my Midol jar. I go for the Midol. 20 minutes later, I still had cramps, but guess what? My fingers were tingly. I took the Quaalude, ladies and gentlemen, and all of a sudden I couldn't walk and I couldn't talk. The books that was stacked up, I was bumping into them like a human pinball machine. And that boy who was breaking the sharpener, we have an engineer in the class. I was so high. So because I couldn't walk and I couldn't talk, I asked one little girl who could read after first grade if she would read Dr. Seuss. And she stands up, teacher's pet, and she goes, Sam I am. And I said, oh my God, she's reading like a teacher to the class. Shut up, I'm trying to read. So, this is like storytelling, everybody's quiet. So, anyway, usually when you're a teacher, you send the children to the closet after they copy their homework. You send them to the closet one at a time. Not Miss Witt at 2 o'clock, and this is a true story. I look at my watch, I go, let's blow this pop stand. And they all went and got their coats at one time, which caused a big riot. And we walked out at 2 o'clock instead of 3. And you would think I never taught at PS 140 again? No. I became the assistant principal for 20 years after that. Thank you. That part of the story isn't true, but I hope you enjoyed my